Allison Williams walked onto the stage of the morning show with the same quiet intelligence and charm that audiences have come to love, especially since her unforgettable role in the first M3GAN film with the buzz already building for M3GAN 2.0. She was there to talk not just about the sequel, but the deeper themes behind the story, and why it resonates so much with today's audience. The host started off asking about the evolution of the M3GAN franchise and why she chose to return for the sequel. Allison explained that the story felt even more timely now than it did when they made the original film. She said M3GAN 2.0 isn't just a thriller or sci-fi spectacle, it's a reflection of our growing anxieties about artificial intelligence and the speed at which it's advancing in our daily lives. She shared that the script dives deeper into the emotional and ethical layers of creating something that can think, learn, and feel. Allison said that as much as the film is entertaining, it's also meant to get people thinking about the implications of handing over control to machines, and how quickly that line between helpful and harmful can blur. The host asked whether she personally has concerns about AI, and Allison nodded, saying it's hard not to when we look at how much AI is already part of our lives. She said from voice assistants to algorithm-driven social media, we're already living with technology that's shaping our behavior and choices, often without us even realizing it. In the film, Allison's character faces the challenge of having created something meant to protect that ultimately becomes a threat. She said that's a metaphor for how our good intentions with tech can spiral out of control when we ignore consequences or chase convenience without asking hard questions. She added that M3GAN 2.0 tries to strike a balance between fear and fascination. It doesn't just paint AI as evil, but explores the ways it can mirror us, our insecurities, our fears, our need for connection and validation. She said it's both unsettling and deeply human, which is what makes the story so powerful. Allison talked about the emotional weight of the sequel and how it dives deeper into the relationship between her character and M3GAN. She said it becomes a psychological tug-of-war, not just between person and machine, but between the part of us that wants to be in control and the part that's tempted to hand it over. The host then asked how she prepared for such a mentally intense role. Allison said she read a lot about AI ethics and even spoke with experts to understand where the real world is headed. She said grounding the performance in real fears made the movie feel more authentic and ultimately more disturbing. Allison noted that while M3GAN 2.0 is still full of the suspense and wild twists that fans loved about the first film, it also goes deeper into the questions we're just starting to ask as a society about AI's role in shaping identity, responsibility, and even empathy. She wrapped up by saying she hopes the movie not only entertains but sparks conversations, because what we're afraid of often tells us what we care about most, and when it comes to AI, those fears are rooted in the desire to stay human in a world that's quickly being rewritten by machines.